What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. It's been an interesting week in Nigeria as a former governor of Kwara State, Dr. Bukola Saraki, has been accused of being involved in a 21 billion naira bank loan fraud. 21 billion naira. That's more than 130 million US dollars. The thing is, he's been getting these loans for years without paying them. That's how it accumulated to 130 million dollars. By the way, he's been doing stuff like this for a long time. He has a record. Yeah, for a long time, people. In 1990, him and his sister, Gbemisola Saraki, were accused of stealing 510,000 naira. That's like $3,000 from the Society General Bank of Nigeria. In fact, I have a copy of the charges written against them. I'll read some of it to you. It says that you, Dr. Bukola Saraki, Ms. Gbemi Saraki, did unlawfully commit felony by stealing 510,000 naira, property of Society General Bank of Nigeria. It's right here. Documents don't lie. You know what they did? They secured court injunction, which prevented police from arresting them. That was how both of them got away with stealing 510,000 naira. This was 1990. And guess what? Now 2012, the guy has graduated to 21 billion naira.
International TT. ITT. International TT. International.
It's so funny that this same guy became a governor in Kwara State in 2003, and he served 2 terms from 2003 to 2011. It's only in Nigeria that stuff like this happen, where a criminal can become a governor. He began accumulating these loans from Intercontinental Bank because the Society General Bank, where him and his sister stole that money, that bank eventually liquidated. So they moved to Intercontinental Bank because he's friends with the former managing director, that's Lai Alabi. And guess what? The former managing director wrote off his debt of 21 billion naira. How can you write off $130 million and think that the bank will not have a problem in the future? It's like, duh. But this is Nigeria. Anything is possible. Now he's trying to get out the way he did in 1990. He tried to get a court injunction, and guess what? This time he did not get it. But, because he's very smart, he had his press person release a statement that he's been granted court injunction. And guess what? The policemen did not arrest him because they think he actually got a court injunction, and so nobody arrested him again. Can you see how smart this guy is? This is a smart thief. If Fela were to be alive today, he would have a special song just for Bukola Saraki. Right now, everybody is looking up to the Inspector General, Mr. Abubakar. I hope you watch my show. If not, hopefully someone will tell you that Nigerians from all over the world are looking up to you right now to know if you will do the right thing on this case. So, Mr. Inspector General, I'm watching you day and night. At least for once, let justice prevail. Because this guy and his family, they've been exploiting Nigerians for a long time, especially Kwarans. It's about time for Kwara State to develop too. I'm just keeping it real. 6 Ugandan women made international news this week because they decided to protest naked against the way a female politician was handled. They were naked. What do you mean almost naked? Everything was out. Take a look, Jared.
They stripped down to their inner clothing and made their way to the streets of central Kampala, Uganda's female opposition activists opting to engage in a protest act many consider inappropriate, but one they felt was necessary to symbolize and voice an even greater concern. An alleged brazen sexual assault on one of their colleagues by a police officer last week. This, the television footage captured by the Ugandan television broadcast Friday, showing the arrest of Opposition Forum for Democratic Change Women League leader Ingrid Turinawe during a planned demonstration. A police officer seen pinching her right breast repeatedly in the resulting scuffle despite her adamant protest.
Stop squeezing my breast! Stop squeezing my breast! Remove her from there!
It's so unfair how the woman was handled. Why would anyone in their right senses touch somebody else's breast? And then, did you see that?
A police officer seen pinching her right breast
You know, that police officer needed a dirty slap, you know, right there. But the good thing is that he's been fired, okay? So that takes care of that. But is it just me, or does somebody else think that Ugandan police have been in the news lately, you know, repeatedly for maltreating people? Something's got to change, you know. The police is supposed to protect the people, not to harm them. I'm just keeping it real. This week was the 2012 African Movie Academy Awards in Lagos. Woo! You know, I love Nollywood. I'm proud to be a Nigerian because, you know, our entertainment industry is doing big things, you know. Right now, we are #1 in terms of movie production in the whole world, you know, in terms of the quantity of the movies produced. Don't ask me about the quality. It's good. The quality is good if you consider the money that Nollywood has. They don't have a lot of money, so yes, the quality is okay. It's good, okay. But I'm so proud of the fact that, you know, we're #1 in terms of production, followed by Bollywood in India and then Hollywood in the US. My only problem with Nollywood is when they come up with some titles like Beyonce, Rihanna, Lady Gaga. They just released a movie titled Lady Gaga. Why would an African movie be titled Lady Gaga? How creative can you be? Seriously? It's funny that a lot of Americans are addicted to Nollywood movies. Big time. Have met some people that as soon as they hear that I'm from Nigeria, they're like, oh my God, I love Nollywood movies. I love Nigerian movies. I say, praise God, sister, praise God. Thank God for your life. And then they tell me, oh, they have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. I say, yes, I've seen part 5 and 6. They're all good. Yes, they're all good. Anyway, I want you guys to see some of the pictures from the awards night. Pay attention to some of the outfits, you know. Some of them are really good, but some of them are some of them are too tight, you know. Use like supposed to attend a birthday party, you know, the King of Swaziland's birthday. Yeah, well, no, I never got to attend because my invitation was never delivered. But I heard the party was they spent almost $400,000 US. Apart from the fact that the people had to bring the cows. Remember I was telling you about that? That the people had to bring the cows? Yeah, the citizens, the poor citizens, you know, brought the cows for the party. They had a real party, okay? And the king got a gift. He got a jet. A jet. A 30 million pound jet. How can he get a jet when everybody else lives on less than $1 a day? What? Those African leaders, those African leaders, I don't understand them. They live in luxury, everybody else lives in poverty, and they don't care. Their eyes are blind to the suffering of the people. They act like they don't know what is going on, like they don't see their own people living in poverty, and they keep driving jets. This is common to many African leaders. Can you imagine? He got himself a jet, a 30 million pound jet, as his birthday present. Things are happening in Africa. You know, it's so funny because he claimed that this jet is a birthday present. The opposition party, however, are saying that the king actually owns this jet, that he's been using it for a long time, under the pretense that he chartered it. But now he said this jet was given to him by the Development partners and friends. By the way, those in support of the king are saying that it's actually 2.5 million pounds. As if everybody else is stupid, right? They're telling the world that the jet is only 2.5 million pounds. Meanwhile, the king continues to live in his huge palace with his 13 wives. That's not even news anymore. Everybody knows he has 13 wives. And according to Forbes magazine, he's got a personal fortune of more than 100 million US dollars. Meanwhile, his country still remains one of the poorest countries in the whole world. There should be a riot in Swaziland. How can you be satisfied, you know, living in a condition like this? You know, the people of Swaziland should occupy Swaziland, occupy the king's palace. In fact, the single men should occupy the king's wives. He has too many of them. You know, something has to change. I'm just keeping it real. Before I leave today, I want you guys to see a little bit of Tanzania. Alright y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'ma see y'all later. Peace out.